typical traditional, conventional, conservative, not anymore, but a typical Indian middle class family. I've got working parents, superb parents. I can't imagine having any better set of parents. I've got a loving sister, superb. She was more than a mother to me than a sister. Had a superb childhood, no complaints as such. So you will be like the breakthrough moment, it was there, it will keep coming up, thoda karke, so it will be there. So as I said, I had a lovely childhood, no complaints. I was a smart kid, good with studies, good with extracurricular activities, good with everything I was kind of doing. I was a teacher's kid. So being a teacher's kid, you're supposed to be good at everything that you do. You're supposed to excel at everything. But the option is that you can't be like the spoiled kid or the person who would be like punished. Your grades can't drop. You have to be the ranker. I hated every bit of it, but I said, it's okay, I'll somehow manage. I was a total tomboy, okay? And all my growing up years, I only heard my close friends, my family, the relatives, and the people I knew, they would say things like, you know what, you are very ugly, brown, your sister is prettier than you are like a boy, nobody's going to look at you, you've got no boobs, no ass, what is going to happen to you? Believe me, people have said this. It takes me a lot to put this thing, and thanks to Pallavi who's there, it's only because of you I have shared this, because I couldn't do it otherwise. This is the first time I have even shared this. I think people were right about it some way. So that kind of conditioning started right here. And I said, you know what, it's okay, people will talk anyway. Logo ka kaam hai bolna, so people will talk. What do I do? So I said, you know what, it's okay, you do whatever you're going to do, because anyway people are going to talk, so give them a reason to talk. I chose a career which was not very conventional for my family. I said, you know what, I have to do this. I started flying with jet. So I started at an early age of 19 years. So that was my first break-free moment, because as I said, conventional family. So for a conventional family to kind of have a career which was a flying career, something was not very okay about it. I said, I want to do it. So I started with jet. I flew domestic, international. I started traveling. I had the independency and everything. I got my first apartment when I was nearly 20 years of age in Bombay. That was a big deal, okay? So I had the biggest high I could have in my life. I had a couple of failed relationships. That was like a basic ups and downs what I had in my life. Life was going good. And then I got married. The worst decision of my life. I had to leave my job because a bahu of an affluent family can't be doing such a basic job of cleaning the trays and looking after people. I said, okay. I was sitting at home, bored out of my brains, what do I do? I said, okay, chalo, because yoga was the in thing. So I said, let's do it. Started practicing, loved it, did my teacher training course, and by then the emotional, mental, physical and economic abuse started. And I was told that, you know what, if you don't have money, you can't survive. I said, okay, chalo, I will do it because I'm a fighter, I will still fight. So my first break-free moment happened when I started with PR yoga, because I was told like you can't survive without this family. I said, okay, chalo. So PR yoga happened. I was doing really well for myself, touch wood. I started teaching personal class, group class, and that was the time I started teaching blindfold yoga. So I was the first person in the country to have this concept. I was covered by different leading newspapers like Bombay Times, Midday, Hindi, English, Gujarati. I was covered. I had a couple of interviews with FM. I was doing really well for myself. And that's when my husband realized, shit, she's doing good for herself. So we need to do something about it. He approved me and we came to Goa. Things went downhill from there. And again, the second time I was going through the same mental, physical, emotional and economic abuse. I was broke, totally broke, financially and otherwise also. And that was the time I said, you know what, enough is enough. And depression had already set in by then. So a couple of people have already mentioned about depression. Yes, you want to kill yourself. I would drive like a maniac. I would be like, you know what, somebody should come and just hit my car. I would hope that so that it would look like an accident and nobody would know that, depression is making me do all that. So depression happened. And I started isolating myself. I lost my best friends. I lost everything I had. I had no hope, I would say. Once you hit rock bottom, what do? You don't have option. I started emotional eating. Eating and drinking was the only thing I was doing, and I started putting on a lot of weight. People would be like, you are a yoga teacher, how can you be so fat? And that kept on going till date. I'm not kidding you. This is the second picture which will be there. So difficult for me to even share this. I have not even shared this anywhere else. Again, thanks to Pallavi. The last time she made me do this. So Pallavi, thank you. Sorry to interrupt. Yes. So thank you, Pallavi. She really made me do this. I wouldn't have otherwise. It takes a lot for me to even, because I'm a very self-conscious person. I want to be good. I want to be the best. So very difficult. So that was the time I again kind of went back to PR yoga, rescuing animals. That was something which really gave me that push. It kind of brought me out from that dark state where I was. So rescuing animals, I rescue most of the time the rescue kittens, so rescuing them, fostering them, putting up them for adoption. That was something I really started doing, and it really took me out of the phase that I was in. So I believe that, it's okay. People will say ki bahar niklo, get over it. I wish I could do that. Nobody wants to be in this space, right? So it's all about taking one step at a time, not giving up. And there are days when you don't want to do anything. It's okay. Just relax, just chill. Nothing is going to go wrong, because this is ज़्यादा गलत हो ही क्या सकता है. So just take your time, and this is what I want to tell people. It's okay. People will come and say, you know what, get over it. It's okay. Snap out of it. I wish it was that easy. It's not. You need people to support you. Like, you've been very good supporters and listeners. So thank you once again for being such a nice audience. Thank you for supporting me and other speakers who've gone through similar kind of a story. And once again,